What's up, everybody? Welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be designing some pet products for Redbubble. You guys seen the video where I uploaded about the new Redbubble updates. Redbubble's introducing new products, and one of those products is a pet bandana amongst two other products, which is a dog mat, a cat mat, a few products like that. So a lot of new pet animal products are coming into the scope of Redbubble, and I figured why not we do a little basic templated guide through Redbubble. Now, don't get me wrong. On the Autopilot Passive Income design course, I just want to be clear on this. The design course right here, we do not use the template method because it takes simply too long. You guys have seen the videos where I created the the designs in the course, like literally in the course. I show how to get that done. Everything in the course. I don't use the template method because I use a different method. I can't really share what that is here, obviously, since it is course information. But since this is YouTube, since it's free information, why don't we go ahead and design a cool dog pet bandana together? So what we're going to do is we're going to use the template method for the first run, and sometimes, guys, I do use the templates for the very, very first time, just so I can understand how things go. Now, something that I will say is sometimes, depending on the product, sometimes you don't need to use the template. And actually, I would say most times, 99% of the time, I'll never use a template. And the reason why I say that is because I can find ways to fit my personal design around, I guess you could say, the way that the product is crafted. And like I said, the people in the course know exactly what I'm talking about when I say that. Obviously, you guys know how it is. I can't share course information, but anybody who's a student in the course can easily just sign in through this button right here. If you're already a member, click on it. And no, you don't have to pay monthly or anything like that. It's just a one-time payment to access the course, and we're going to be gradually updating the course, which it's already been updated twice so far. So now let's go ahead and get into the designing. So the designing here of the template, and by the way, guys, if you want to get access to this template is for free. You can go on my blog website. It's autopilotpassiveincome.com. Hit the blog button. You'll find it, or I'll just leave the link in the description for you guys to check this out. It's gonna have a free download button, and basically what we're looking at here is we're looking at a triangle. Okay, and so the work that we put here or here is not really going to matter from a Redbubble standpoint, and we're gonna put all of it right here inside this triangle. And we have our focus area here, which I'm assuming is going to be the front. I could just picture like and I'll just go ahead and show you guys. Let's open the incognito tab here. Let's type in Labrador Retriever with bandana, right? And you could see here, for example, that the dog here has, and this is a little like to the side, this is a little bit better, where the bandana, the focus area is going to be right about there, right? And then this is all the side designs, okay? And so you got, all these different designs. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with some basic text, okay? And I'm thinking like a dog mom kind of thing. So who's going to buy the product? Dog moms. And I'm picturing number one, moms, right? Moms, number one dog. That's what I'm going to enter as for my text. Now, is that casual? Yeah, it's casual. I mean, you could find thousands of designs like this, but let's just kind of go with the flow here. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to play with some of the text. Now, you guys can get as creative as you want. There's no rules to this. There's no laws. There's no rules. You could do whatever you feel like. So I'm just going to look through some of my text here. I actually like this text, just like this. And I'm going to make this nice and big right here. All right. So something like this. And then number one, dog. I want to go with something like a baseball kind of theme. So let's go ahead and go back to the fonts that we've used. And let's go ahead and actually we can't use that for the we'll switch it up. We'll go for something like this, right? And just give it like a little bit of a tilt, just like that. And take this text and do the same thing. Like I said, this is just a very basic design. But what I'm picturing is, if possible, I want to have this as white text. Now, I'm not going to change it white right now. The reason why I'm not going to do that is because this, I guess you could say this background is white. Now, you could see here my text was a little off center, so what I want to do is just want to center this kind of like this. Mom's number one dog. Okay. Mom's number one dog. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add some graphical elements to it. So we're going to add a paw print. So I'm going to take this paw and add this right here. Now, the paw, I want it to be the same color as the text, right? Just give it like a little tilt right here, and I want it to be white. And like I said, I'm going to make the text white. So you can't really see it right now, but we're going to go that way. And I'm going to be using these paw print, I guess you could say, examples here as like little kind of graphical on the top, like kind of, you guys know how it is, like in an actual typical bandana. And let's just whip out the picture one more time. You could see here there's these I don't know what you would call this, maybe somebody can interject in the comments, but I guess you could say this designing here along the top of the bandana, from the left all the way to the right. All right, some sort of print, some sort of design, something that makes it a little bit more creative, right? Just like that. And just like that, we've created a bandana. There's not much we have to add. What we could do is we could add some pictures. Like we could take more paw prints. We can, we could do really whatever we kind of want. Like I could put, whoa, I just messed this up, but we could take this paw print here. Where did it go? Okay, take this paw print, put it to the side, and let's just go ahead and make this a little bit smaller, right? Something like this, okay? And take this and fix the way this looked before and put it like this. Now, I actually should have probably locked these, but it is what it is, right? Just take a look at that. And so something kind of like this, basic, can do the job. Now, something that I will say is, guys, remember, even though this is a design tutorial, we don't want to base your designs on this. You got to do the basic research and look at Redbubble. Let's actually open this up in a new incognito tab so that we have no effects here. Let me just show you guys what I'm talking about. When you go to Redbubble and you search something like dog mom, right? I want you to see how many results. You have 429,000 results. The reality is it's going to be very, very hard to stand out no matter how good your design is. And the reason why I say that, guys, is because a lot of people try to perfect their design quality, right? They try to perfect it. And trust me, there's nothing wrong with that. When I say perfection, it's not a bad thing. But what it is going to do is it's going to slow you down dramatically. And what you really need to do is you're going to need to find different categories, different niches where you can stand out in. Because if I create, let's just say, one design or even 60 designs, and I invest a whole day's worth of work into this one keyword, dog mom, what's going to happen is, yes, I'll show up, but I'm not going to show up on the first page. I might show up on page 60, on page 50. And let's be realistic. Between me and you, how often do you go to page 60 to find a product, right? Do you scroll all the way down, click next 60 times? How often does that happen? The answer is never. You've never done that, probably not even once. And so my point here is that even though this is an example, guys, of me designing a product, right? What I don't want you guys to do is I don't want you guys to think that this is a good niche to jump into, because it's not. And I've talked about this in the Redbubble tagging course, but you have to be very, very selective as to what kind of designs you select to create. Now, to wrap this up, and I kind of talked about this in the design course, where the way we design, specifically the way we design, and for everybody who has the course knows exactly what I'm talking about. The way we design, okay, we don't actually need to do the niche research the way we design. Because what we're doing is we are not doing hours and hours and hours of searching products, and it's literally maybe 2 minutes. I mean, for those who saw the video of me doing the 30 minutes straight of designing, that included the niche research. That included 60 designs, and it was in different niches. There were 60 designs in different niches, whatever you want to call them, or different categories. They were on different topics, and, right, we included the research in between, which wasn't that much. And I showed examples in the video right after of how we'll be able to essentially stand out because we're starting off a very particular way. And so if you start off in a way where you're going for, these type of niches that are this, I guess you could say, saturated, you're going to have a hard time succeeding. You're going to have a hard time making any kind of money. And I'm not saying that it's impossible. I'm just saying it's going to be very, very difficult. I'm just saying it's not probable, right? When we have probability versus possibility, are two completely different scenarios. Somebody watching this might, compete for the keyword dog mom, and eventually after a year reach the top of the keyword and make, hundreds of dollars a day. That's very, very possible. But it's also, we can say mathematically, it is not statistically probable that will happen to us, because you got to think of it this way. There are going to be amateurs who are not watching this video who are going to be adding those designs to this specific keyword, right? And maybe by the time next year, instead of 429,000 designs, it will be up to 700,000. Well, you got to ask yourself, your one design or your 60 designs, or even if you created 1,000 designs, what are your 1,000 designs out of 700,000 designs, right? From a mathematical standpoint, what is the likelihood that somebody's going to find your product? The answer is not likely. Okay, it doesn't, like I said, and you could see here, there's nothing here that drastically stands out and says, oh my God, this is the best piece of art I've ever seen, right? This is one of those categories that you don't need a high level of skill to compete in this area in terms of art quality, right? You could just hop on Canva, switch the font, add a little paw print, boom, you're done. It's not much of really anything. So my point here is that when you're doing this, make sure when you start off correctly. And that's kind of the best advice that I could say without giving away what's in the course kind of for the paid members. It wouldn't be fair for them. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video of me designing the dog mom bandana. Let's just go ahead and take a look here. This is kind of how it looks. We're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to take this and make it all white. So we'll take this and make this white as well. I believe that we can add two. All right, no, we cannot. We cannot make them both white at the same time. But yeah, once again, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let's go ahead and do a final reveal, make it black. And you can see here, this is pretty much how it would look in a real life scenario with the bandana. So thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you guys later, and peace out. Bye.